Yeah, we're cooked. Oh my goodness. So many of y'all were asking me to watch the Jubilee debate, and I took some time out of my day and checked it out, and I had to turn it off. To be honest, I just had to turn it off. It was so disheartening. Like it made me nauseous. I only got through like maybe 6 minutes of it before I was like, yeah, I can't watch all this, bro. I can't watch all this. Maybe I'll watch the rest on stream, but I just couldn't watch it because it let me know how done this generation of black people are. And I won't say to the youth, but I'll get to that, in a second. But as far as this generation is cooked. This generation of black people, we don't deserve reparations. I'm going to keep it a buck. We do not deserve reparations or anything that will significantly aid or assist us. It shouldn't happen.
Damn.
Because the mindset is so fragmented. We are such victims of being in this country and being conditioned to hate ourselves, the revisionist history, and being forced to assimilate in order to pay the rent, that many of us are forever detached from who we are. Okay, where now, as I've said before, you starting to have goofies talking about, I'm American, okay, I'm American, forget them Africans, I'm American. When you have people saying stuff like that, where you attacking Africans instead of the lineage of evil, instead of the white ignorance that are actually causing the issues, you're cooked. There were so many black men on the panel. Like I said, I stopped at 6 minutes, so I just saw the circle. Okay, I saw the circle. I was like, black, 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 black. The majority of them were black men. And to be fair, the failing of this generation falls at the feet of black men.
Come on now, dog.
You can't blame black women. You can't blame white supremacy. You can't blame, the white ignorance. You have to blame black men, because anything that happens to our community, our people, that stops and ends with us, right? Or at least it should. There should be more of a fight put up against what is happening, and it doesn't seem to be the case. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here, right? Our wealth, our median wealth, wouldn't be where it is. Our generational wealth wouldn't be where it is. But you have so many grifters and you have so many hustlers who have primarily focused on, well, I'm gonna get mine, you get yours, that it's led to a bunch of people that nobody can trust. You don't know if you can trust this person. You don't know if you can trust this person. You don't know if you can trust this person. So it becomes slowly a Tower of Babel. And I would argue that is, of course, by design, because there was a few black youth on the panel, and their minds were gone. Their minds were completely gone. Now, my hardest of conservatism when it comes to the right, I would never say some of the stuff that they were saying. Like, even because I left at the reparations. Reparations, I was always for reparations, 100%. And it seems that it just seems that they're gone. They're cooked. And you see why people like Charlie Kirk and everyone else is going out to attack the youth. You see why their focus is really the youth. Because they know the youth, if they can get a stranglehold on the youth's mind, then they don't have to worry about any revolution. They don't have to worry about any reparation talk. They don't have to worry about any claims of racism, because they'll just simply say, well, no, they're not racist. You're just lazy. No, you don't deserve reparations. You're just lazy. And what it does, it allows them to skirt any type of justice. That's what it does. If you have convinced a group of people that their failings is due to their inadequacies, to their low IQ, to their low impulse control, if you have forced this respectability politics scandal on a group of people, then you get to do whatever you want, because anything that you want is always justified, and it's their fault. If you didn't get the job, it's not because I didn't like your name. It's not because, I didn't really want you in with the team, all right? It's not because of that. It's because, well, you didn't have enough credentials on your resume. It's because, well, your tie didn't match your pants. It's because, well, you had wrinkles in your shirt. And you get to a point where it becomes self-loathing. It gets to a point where you have fought tooth and nail to try and be just like, the lineage of evil. You try to be so hard to look like them, to act like them, to talk like them, that you forget who you are, bruh.
Damn.
And that's what we're seeing in this debate, was just a shell of black people, just absolute, slaves that have been beaten to damn near death, to the point where they're like, hey, I'm going to say Toby. You may talk about black radicalism, but for me, that's shown me death. That showed me destruction. That showed me no paycheck. That showed me, looking weird when I'm out in public. That's what that showed me. So you have people who have detached themselves and divorced themselves from their blackness, from their history, from anything that can identify as their blackness, because they truly want to believe in the colorblind society that has been presented to them.
Come on, man.
Where, hey, don't judge me by how I look, judge me by the contents of my character. And it's a travesty, to be honest with you, because that is the ultimate trick bag. And that's what these people don't understand. And that's why we are where we are. And then just to add that on top, let me just add this on here. Some of them weren't even black Americans. Some of them were actually immigrants on the panel. And to have black immigrants talk on behalf of black Americans, or even talk about black American history, is foolishness. All right. I would never go to Kenya. I would never go to Nigeria and then go on a panel or be used by the races of Kenya or be used by the lineage of evil in Nigeria to attack the Nigerian people, right? As a non-Nigerian. If I go there and say, hey, well, now I'm a citizen of Nigeria, now I'm a Nigerian, okay? And say, you know what I've seen is that Nigerians are lazy, they don't work hard, and it's really their culture. The reason why they live on dirt floors, okay, and they don't have Wakanda is because they lack hard work. That is tantamount to what some black immigrants come over here and do, as we can see by this panel, as we can see by many of their positions. And I can't fault them, to be honest. Who I fault is the owner of the house. And if this is our house as black Americans, then it's their fault that they're in these positions. When people complain about, oh, there was a tether who was running for governor, or there's a tether running, okay, and they have every right to run for governor. They have every right to run for a position. You have every right to run a candidate opposing them. You have every right to primary them. That's what you have to do. But if you have this mindset of, oh, these people are coming over here and they tethers and all this, but you also have the mindset of, I'm going to sit on the couch, hashtag, sit on the couch. And you know what? I'm not going to vote because it's a trick bag. Then it's game over, fam. You can't be upset at the system, but also not take part in the system and be ignorant of the system.
He's out of line, but he's right.
And if the point I've seen this happen, especially with the red pill community, I've seen just the conditioning, the lineage of evil, insert themselves into many, many aspects of black America, where you had the red pill, where you have black men talking like, the cuck white men. And it really goes to, like, if you are a leader, like if you're in the military, you're the head honcho. Like you can't blame someone, an insubordinate, for destroying the mission. You can't blame, someone of lower rank for, oh, they messed it up. Because what does that look like you? Well, then you're not really a leader, because a leader is in charge. And if you're saying they messed up the mission, that lets me know that you're not in charge. You can't control, okay, the team.
Damn.
I think a lot have, especially this generation, have grown so conditioned, it's gotten difficult to distinguish, the black American from the white ignorant. Because it seems that you've been around them for so long that you're starting to adopt their behaviors, their characteristics, their patterns, their stereotypes, their false history. I heard one of these black men talking about, oh, it's the culture, that's the issue, that we need to adopt white culture. And, that's why we need to, Ben Carson instead of King Von and stuff. I'm like, I don't know, man. It's really a point of self-hate. That's what I say. It's a point of self-hate and acceptance, because it's not so much of ignorance, because that's what I used to think. Because there are people out there that want to be right instead of wanting to know what's right. I was always under, wanting to know what's right. And upon the facts conflicting with my beliefs, I adjust my beliefs. Okay, I don't ignore ignore the facts. I adjust my beliefs. But it seems that people on this panel and those like them, of their ilk, they don't want to know the truth. And once you even tell them the truth, they don't care about it, because it doesn't fit their narrative. there is no helping those people. Those people have just got to, they just got to die off. It just is what it is. And pray that they don't reproduce. Because this is how extinction happens. And I don't know, man. It was just really a defeating debate. And I didn't even see the whole hour. I saw 6 minutes. And I'm just like, yo, it's game over, fam. It's game over. It truly is. They talking about, oh, it's not racist because Obama won. Can't do anything with that. You can't do anything with that. Anyways, guys, that's a video. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know, bro. I really don't know what either side of this, because after seeing this, I got to reset, bro. I got to mentally, physically, and spiritually reset, bro. Because this shook me, bro. Because this really shook, because I didn't think there were people who thought like this. And, in 2025, given everything that's going on, especially with the administration, the policy, terrorism, but you can take the coon out of the plantation. You just can't take the coon out of the coon. It is what it is. If you disagree, you know where to find me. Thursday through Saturday, Disagreement Day. Call in and we duke it out. Otherwise, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. And all that fun stuff. Till next time, guys, be amazing.